Welcome to the call, ladies and gentlemen. I know there are people on the line from all around the world, and it really gives me great pleasure tonight. What excites me the most isn't just the fact the information you're about to hear, but more importantly, the incredible leader that you're about to hear this information from. It really does give me such honor to be able to introduce him. He is no stranger to success. At the age of only 31, this gentleman has been able to build a global organization that currently exists of over 20,000 distributors across 23 different countries. In fact, this man and the success he's been able to create is the entire reason that he was able to have countries open because of who he is. We were able to open our company in countries such as Thailand, Australia, and New Zealand, and this gentleman is responsible really for the opening of those countries. He has achieved this success in only 5 short years. He has personally sponsored and mentored by the #1 income earner of the entire network marketing profession, Mr. Holton Buggs. And really what I love most about this gentleman is his income is only a result of the impact he has in so many people's lives. His incredible success is nothing other than a result from the significance that he has, not only with the people he works directly with, but he has a ripple effect in so many other organizations right throughout the entire industry. In fact, so many global leaders, pay to bring him in to train and to teach their teams because of the incredible way he's able to really have his message resonate with all of his audiences. So, ladies and gentlemen, it really does give me great pleasure to be able to announce to you tonight our diamond consultant, $250,000 ring earner, Mr. Jarrod Wilkins. Are you there, sir?
Absolutely, Mrs. Noonan. Thank you so much for that incredible introduction. I certainly want to say congratulations to you and to the entire leaders within your organization all over the country and all over the world that you're impacting in such a monumental way. I want to welcome everybody onto this particular training module here. And I want to say congratulations for making it this far in your business career to really get the practical information about how to take your business career working with this incredible organization to the next level. I want to talk about the most important skill that each and every person that is choosing to build and develop a marketing and distribution organization within this company, the most important skill you can learn in our profession is the skill of mastering the invitation. Without the invitation, there can be no effective presentation. So until somebody sets the appointment for maybe a guest, a friend, a colleague, someone that you've met outward and about, until somebody sets the appointment for that individual to see a presentation, whether it's a conference call presentation or a physical presentation or a website presentation, we can get no work done. In network marketing, there are 2 concepts that you have to understand. Number 1, there's the retailing concept, whereas you're simply marketing or selling your product or service. The second concept is the recruiting concept, how you recruit new representatives, new distributors into your organization. And so I want to teach on this very important aspect of inviting. So number 1, the most important skill to master is the invite, setting the appointment. Now let's talk about who to invite. This is so important in our business. Number 1, you want what I call, or what I refer to as the 5 pointers. These are people that, number 1, are married. Number 2, they have children or a child. Number 3, they own a home or lease a home. Number 4, they're between the ages of 25 to 45. And number 5, they earn between $30,000 and $80,000 a year. These are so important because if you meet or have a prospect or a guest that meets between 3 to 5 of those criteria, that's somebody that has the ability to come into the business and make an indelible imprint in the short term and the long term. We also have what we call the 4 checkers. The 4 checkers are by definition, number 1, self-starters. Number 2, they're coachable, teachable, and trainable. Number 3, they're financially able to get started in the business today. And then number 4, they're influential, meaning they have some credibility. They've done well with people. Matter of fact, one thing that you have to remember in the beginning of your business, you have to understand that, number 1, your results in this business will all be based upon your ability to follow instructions, your ability to take massive action, and your ability to pay attention. So I just covered with you who are the people you're looking to invite to your presentations. Now, let's talk about words to avoid when inviting. This is absolutely paramount. Please pay attention, jot these down, and please, for your benefit, stay away from using words such as opportunity or business opportunity. Stay away from using words such as, I just recently joined this business. That's not the words or the verbiage of a business professional. I just joined this business, or I just joined this new business. Don't talk about how much it costs to get started. So stay away from words like $49.95 or $12.95 or silver pack or a gold pack or promotional product pack. Stay away from words such as meeting, presentation, seminar, upline, speaker, MLM, network marketing, multi-level marketing. You want to stay away from those words because what you're doing is attempting to just simply set the appointment. You want to give an invitation, not a presentation. And oftentimes what we do is we say too much. And you have to understand that the less you say, the more you're going to make. And so it's very critical that you stay away from those words, stay away from that verbiage so that you can you can stack what I call the deck in your favor. You can get more people invited that will actually show up if you use the right words. Remember what Jim Rohn said. Do not be lazy in language. And so those are just some things to avoid when giving your invitation. Now, let me just kind of give you also what I call my formula. This has been a formula that has worked for me, how I've gone on to sponsor several people into our organization. Many of these people have become top leaders within the organization and within the company all around the globe. I want to share with you just my mindset. Remember, whatever your mindset is or whatever your mentality is brings about your reality. Mentality creates the reality. And so here's my formula. First of all, I typically, depending on the relationship that I have with this individual that I'm inviting to whether a conference call or a in-home presentation, I may small talk or chat for maybe a minute to 2 minutes. Why? Because I want to warm them up. I don't want to go in blindly. So I may do a little small talk. Another thing within my invitation is I invite typically 48 to 72 hours before the event. Anything longer than 72 hours before the event, your chances of that person, that guest showing up to the presentation goes down more than 80%. So some people think, oh, I need a week or 2 weeks notice to actually get a successful presentation going or get people to show up. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the furthest thing from the truth. Anywhere between 48 to 72 hours is what you need. What I've also noticed when my invitation and really training professionals all around the world is that text blasts and email blasts are the least effective forms of actually inviting. Typically, 20% of the people that you invite through text blasts or email blasts, only 20% of those people will even read the message. And so we don't necessarily invite giving text blasts, email blasts, canvassing, going door to door, or handing out flyers and things of that nature. If you want to be efficient and you want to be effective in terms of building this business, what I highly recommend that you do is pick up the telephone. Pick up the telephone and give them a call because your voice carries your excitement. It carries your emotion. And remember, it's only your emotion that creates motion. So what they hear, what they feel, what you emote because of your excitement for the business that you are launching, that's what causes them to come and see. One author said, if you light yourself on fire, men and women will come from miles and miles away just to watch you burn. And so this is some of my formula. Let me just kind of give you the 3 steps you want to write down here. Number 1, you want to clear their calendar. That's the most important thing that you want to do in the invite, clearing their calendar. Why? Because I don't want to invite a guest to come hear a presentation on Tuesday at 7 p.m. if that guest is not even going to be, in the area, meaning they're not even in my state. So if I'm in Houston, Texas, and I'm hosting an in-home meeting on Tuesday at 7 o'clock, and my guest is actually going to be in Chicago or California, I'm not going to invite them because they're not even available. So the first thing I want to do is I want to check for availability, or what I refer to as clear their calendar. The second thing I'm going to do is I'm going to block out the time that I want. So after I check for the availability, meaning that person's in town, they don't have a funeral planned or a wedding planned or something of that nature planned, then I'm going to ask my friend or that associate for a specific time window that I want to block out. So if my meeting is at 7 p.m. or if my event is at 7 p.m., I'm going to say, hey, do me a favor, block out an hour starting at 7 p.m. for me. And then my third step is I give them what I call my verbal brochure. My verbal brochure. Now, some people call it the invitation, and it is an invitation, but most companies, most businesses that you find, you'll see they have brochures that kind of list out some of the services that they provide or the value that they provide and things of that nature. And so my verbal brochure is going to articulate to these people exactly and precisely what it is that I am needing from them or what it is that I'm offering or what it is that I'm wanting them to do. And so let me just kind of walk you through it in terms of how this goes. I want to do a quick role play with a very good friend of mine that I've invited onto the call so you can just really hear how the presentation or how what I call the invitation is supposed to go. So Mr. D.L. Woods, were you able to make it on the line this evening?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me loud and clear?
Yes, we can. So he's going to be my prospect that I'm actually inviting to my coffee and jazz mixer or to my in-home presentation. So the phone rings, Mr. Woods. You're gonna just role play with me here, and I want you to just be your normal self. He and I, in this example, are friends, and I'm calling him to invite him to maybe my first in-home meeting or my first coffee and jazz mixer. So phone rings. Ring, ring.
Yes, sir. Hello.
Hello, DL. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good. How about yourself?
Man, I'm fantastic. Can you talk for a moment right now? Is this a good time?
Yes, sir.
Well, good. Listen, how's everything, man? How's your day going?
Day going's good. Just getting off from work and now just watching some TV.
I hear you, man. I hear you. How's the family? How's everybody doing?
Family's good. Family's doing good. Layla's doing really well. Landon, he's walking. Wife's doing good.
Man, the time flies, man. Time flies. Well, listen, I was giving you a quick call, man. I wanted to see what your schedule was for Tuesday after work, somewhere after 6 o'clock. Are you pretty flexible?
Tuesdays are wide open.
Well, good. Do me a favor. Knock out an hour for me at 7 p.m. I have a concept I really want to run by you.
You said at 7 p.m.?
Yeah, 7 p.m. 7 p.m. on Tuesday.
Okay. And what is it?
Well, I know I hadn't had a chance to tell you this yet, but I'm actually in the process of launching a major business project with a couple of very successful friends of mine that deal with commodities. And if nothing else, I just want you to see what I'm doing, but more importantly, why I'm doing it. And I would just love your honest feedback about the concept. So can I count on you?
Oh, yeah, man.
Well, good. So we're going to be at my house, 7 p.m. I want to introduce you to them personally, and then I'm sure we're going to have a good time, just have a conversation that's, very, very informal, but I'll see you 7 p.m. Let me give you my address to my house. It's 1234 Success Lane Boulevard. When you get here,
gotcha.
if you have when you get here, if you get lost or whatever the case may be, just give me a call, and certainly I'll look forward to introducing you to them personally, okay?
All right, will do.
All right, man, I'll see you then. And then I'm off the phone. Guys, my phone call conversation is no more than 90 seconds to 2 minutes in total length. And that's also obviously depending, like I said, on the relationship, how well I know this person, how often I talk to that person. Okay, so that's a role play on me inviting someone to a physical location, whether it's a business briefing, an executive luncheon, whether it is a in-home meeting or coffee and jazz mixer or barista bash or whatever it is. I'm using that formula of, number one, making sure that it's a good time to talk right now, because I don't want to, be competing with them in the television or competing with them while they're trying to put the kids to bed or doing some disciplinary action or doing some paperwork. I want to make sure that I have their undivided attention. The number two thing is clearing their calendar for the day that I'm looking to invite them. The number three thing is then, of course, blocking out the time that I want to have them at that particular event, and then I give them my verbal brochure, the explanation of what it is that I'm doing. And so you can listen to this recording over and over to get that verbiage down. Now, I want to role play as well in terms of inviting to a conference call. We refer to these as launch calls. You may refer to them as PCCs, private conference calls, or PLCs, private launch calls. These work extremely well for those of you that have contact of people outside of your local market. You can start to develop a team or a network, as it were, in multiple states and multiple countries using the launch call system. And so we invite to those calls the same way that you would typically invite to a physical presentation. We just do a telephonic presentation, and we've been able to launch teams all across the globe using this invite that I'm about to share with you as well. It's the same invite, but within conference calls, you can literally give a person a 2-hour notice or what I call a 6 to 8 or 10-hour notice and get them onto a call. Why? Because all they have to do is dial a number and jump on a call. Those calls last maybe 20 to 25 minutes in length, in total length, but they can get a full explanation of the OrganoGold business model over the phone, and it can serve as an exposure. And I can tell you, you can explode your organization this way as well. And so let me just kind of role play with DL as well on how to invite to a launch call. So phone rings. Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, DL, how you doing, man?
Oh, man, I'm doing good, man. Is this Jarrod?
Yeah, this is Jarrod, man. Did my number not pop up on your phone? You ain't got me saved?
Man, you know, we got these new phones these days. You know, Droid's way better than an iPhone anyway. So how you doing?
Man, I'm fantastic, man. Is this a good time to talk? Can you talk for a moment?
Yeah, I got a few seconds.
Good. Can you, what's your schedule like later on this evening after work? Are you pretty flexible about 7 o'clock?
Yeah, 7 o'clock we'll be available. Got Bible study after that, but yeah, I can be on at 7.
Oh, perfect. Well, do me a favor. Block me out about 25 minutes at 7. I've got something I really need to run by you. Can you do that for me?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Perfect.
Is everything all right?
Oh, everything is fantastic, man. I know I hadn't had a chance to tell you this, but I'm actually in the process of launching a major project with a couple of very successful friends of mine that deal with commodities. And, you know, DL, if nothing else, I want you to hear what I'm doing, but more importantly, why I'm doing it. And I would love your honest feedback about the concept. So can I count on you at 7 o'clock tonight to jump on that call? Yeah,
I'll be on.
Perfect.
What's the information?
Well, I appreciate that, man. Let me give you grab a pen real quick. Let me give you the telephone number you're going to dial into. It's area code 732-456-3312. And there's a PIN number I'm going to give you. This is going to be your PIN, so you can actually get onto the call. It's 24633#. After you get on the call, DL, do me a favor. Announce your name so I know that you've actually made it on, and then we can go ahead and get started on time.
Okay, will do.
All right, brother. Well, we'll touch base after the call, man, and look forward to getting your feedback. I appreciate it, man. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye. And, guys, that's it. That's the invitation process. So I want you to listen to this training module here 7 times. After you've listened to it several times, put together that list based on the criteria of people that we've talked about. Make sure that for complete details of references, get with the person that enrolled you into the business. Get with your coach, whoever it is that's working with you on this business. Make sure you get a copy of How to Turn Your Network Marketing Business into a Cash Cow by Mr. Holton Buggs, the #1 income earner in the entire profession. It goes over details specifically about how to put together a list, who to put on that list, how to categorize that list, and it also gives you more information about different basic fundamentals you must master to build a very large, profitable OrganoGold distributorship in this business. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, we look forward to hearing you on the next training. And remember, it's easy, it's simple, it's coffee. Take care, everybody.